Ozonegashimasu. Hey guys, it's Nathan Ogden, and I'm here today with a karate quick tip. We're going to be demonstrating some of our basics in this series of videos, and in this video, we're going to demonstrate what we call Giran Barai, or lower block. Now, in the style of Tengoku-Ryu karate and Kobudo, which is an Okinawan Shinkoten style, we use all of our techniques in a particular way. Now, every style of karate has little nuances in how that they do things, and one is not necessarily more right or more wrong, they're just different. And this is the way that we actually execute our blocks or our basic techniques, or as we say in Japanese, our kihon waza in our style. And these videos are primarily for students of Tengoku-Ryu karate. But if you're a new student to karate, maybe this will help you as you begin your practice and study your various techniques in your system. So the first thing we want to do is we want to get into the correct stance. So when we're in class, we do our basic warm-ups and our basic exercises and our basic techniques at the beginning of class, and we utilize one primary stance, and that is heikodachi. Heikodachi in Japanese is a parallel stance in English. So essentially what that means is our feet are straight, like we're standing on two rails, and they're about shoulder width apart. So they're parallel to one another. Now other stances like hachijidachi, turn the feet out, or even shikodachi is a little wider, which we use, but for class exercises we use this particular technique. Now when we start, we usually start on the left hand side with all of our techniques, just so that everybody is uniform and starting with the same hand. Everybody always knows we start with the left hand in position. So when we give the command in class to get into position, everyone is going to drop into what we call the low block position. The low block position will be with the blocking hand just above the knee and in alignment with the leg. The non-blocking hand will be in a chambered position right about the chest height. And this is what that looks like when we begin the sequence of techniques. Now, the way that this block is executed is that when we begin to look at all the moving parts, one of the first things we want to look at is the hand that is in the block position comes to the center line. So we want to make a habit of bringing the arm that's in the block position already to the center line to cover or protect our center line. As we do this, our body is going to slightly turn to be able to utilize our hips and our spine to generate action. And force and velocity. And one of the exercises that we do in class is actually to practice moving the hips back and forth and moving them in a figure eight. And I know this looks kind of silly, but it's looks like hula dancing or whatever, but it's designed to help you get used to the idea of moving the hips in tandem with another body movement, like the feet or with the upper body. So we want to be able to utilize our hips and our spine to help generate power. From the basic position, we start here, and as we move and we fold or prepare to do the block, we will bring our hand that's in the blocking position to the center line, and our upper body is going to slightly turn. So we're going to turn our hips and our spine towards the hand that's in the block position. The non-blocking hand or the chambered hand is going to come across, just like so. And notice we come about, not here to the shoulder, but right about the middle of the arm at the elbow. So when this happens, when we get ready to execute the block, you have several motions that are working together to do the block. And as we do this on the count, notice my hand comes to the center, my hips begin to turn, my spine begins to turn, and my other hand folds to the preparatory position to block. Then once we come here, everything unwinds. My hips begin to unwind. As my hips begin to unwind, this hand begins to drop into the block position on the opposite leg, and this hand, which was in the block position, becomes my chambering hand. So again, to see that demonstrated one more time, from here, my arm goes to the center line, my hips turn slightly, and then my other arm comes across, and then as we execute it, we unwind. Now, let's look at a few of these as we would do them in class to kind of give you an idea of what they look like as we're doing them together. And I'm just going to do about 5 of these. And we count in Japanese in class, so I'll count these in Japanese. Ready? 1, ni, san, shi, go. So you can see that as we do these, the body is working together at the core. We're using the hand to pull back into the chamber position by doing what we call hikite, or retreating or pulling the hand. And then the other hand is dropping down into that block position. So one more time to look at that in slow motion. We're starting from the block position. Our hand comes to the center line, hips turn, the hand folds, and then it unwinds and blocks. So I hope this helps you outside of the dojo as you practice Tengoku-Ryu, karate, and kobujutsu, and you're working on your basics at home.